Just came back from the A4M Convention, Natural Medicine. I'm allopathically trained. What does that mean? Medicine and surgery. I'm not putting it down. That's what I was trained to do. And I've done it for 50 years. There's a new way, and that's stem cells. And people ask me all the time, where do you get them? Well, unfortunately, for the most part, you can't get them in the United States. Why? Because, quote unquote, we need more research. Well, we do. We do need more research. But there's a document that I have, 62 pages, 2003, chaired by John McCain from Arizona, and put together a really nice conference for the U.S. Senate on non-embryonic stem cells. And what does that word mean? Bush first said no stem cells. What he was talking about is embryonic stem cells. That's taking cells from the fetus. That is not legal in the United States. It can be obtained in some other countries, but we're going to talk about non-embryonic stem cells. That's the stem cells that come from a live birth, afterbirth, and we call that perinatal tissue. Placenta, the amniotic fluid, the umbilical cord, and variations of that. That's what we're talking about. John McCain convened 2003. That's 20 years ago. What did the senators say about this research? They said it was a miracle. A miracle? Yes, a miracle. Joanne Kurtzberg, Duke University. I spoke to her directly. I've been to her conferences. Dr. Kurtzberg is treating autistic kids and also Jury's kids, muscular dystrophy, with stem cells. Same dose, same formula. Kids who couldn't speak, gives them the stem cell shots, gives the kids who can't walk, and filmed and showing the gene array. These kids who had autism could speak. The kids, Jury's kids who couldn't walk, were walking. That was 20 years ago. Why is it not mainstream? Why is it not mainstream? Because we need, quote unquote, more research. How much research do we need? We put the vaccine out in a couple days. Now we have 20 years slow walking the cure. This is preposterous. So where can you get stem cells? For the most part in the United States, you can't. Now you can get exosomes, nanoparticles, but you have to go to an esthetician to get a facial. By the way, that works great. Number two, you can use non-embryonic stem cells if it's in a 361 study. This is very confusing, meant to be confusing and obstructive, but you can use the Wharton's jelly, which is the protective, supportive tissue of the umbilical cord that connects the mother and the fetus. That tissue you can use, now this is, in my opinion, under homologous use. What does that word mean? Like for like. Umbilical tissue is supportive tissue. It houses the artery, nerve, and vein. Artery, nerve, and vein, carpal tunnel. Innervates this muscle for that function. In my opinion, any neurovascular bundle can use, under homologous use, US government FDA rules, this tissue. So you can get that in the United States. But most doctors don't even know what I'm talking about when I bring that up. But that's based on my global compression theory that I outlined in Sugar Crush. In more detail, it's outlined in Unglued, how to use stem cells to dissolve the effects of sugar. Unfortunately, most of the time we have to go out of the country, like Panama with Dr. Reardon's clinic, or Mexico in Puerto Vallarta, and I have a video on that of myself getting IV stem cells, and I'm telling you, it's a miracle, just like the senator said.